Just like you ready for coaching.
Downtempo, downtempo,
Dude.
downtempo. Where'd you get the name Downtempo?
Style of music that I listen to. It's like indie,
Interesting. Very
chill,
interesting. Okay,
chill
so
music.
you're Diamond 5 with a 49.95% win rate. Um, this looks
Oh my
fine.
god, my win rate went negative?
You're 500.
Jesus, I'm 5 games negative.
Yeah.
I was 20 games positive before this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have a lot of negative win rates. Why is that?
I don't know.
And then you have all these random champions. Nothing we haven't seen before, nothing we haven't done before. All these random games that you play on a champion. You play them once in ranked, and then you never play them again. And it's usually a lost game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's a lot of games. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 0-3 on Nautilus. There's a lot of games that just should have never been played.
Oh, is that this season?
Yes.
I swear I've not played Nautilus this season.
Well, you have 3 games on him, so
Oh, okay. There it is. I see it now.
you mean
That's
support.
so weird. Yeah.
That's fine. In your last 20 games, you have a 25% win rate. You know that, right?
Mm hmm.
You have 3 wins, 6 losses with Rakan.
Make
One
sure you,
win, three
yeah.
loss with Thresh. 1 win, 1 loss with Janna. Okay, so if you want to actually, what do you want to do with League of Legends?
Um,
What's your
Masters
goal?
Plus.
You want to play.
Masters Plus with teams.
You want to play professionally.
Yes.
All right. Well, if you want to play professionally, you can't play Janna.
Okay. That I know. You have to stick to playmaking supports. Because nobody's going to want to see you climb the Masters or Challengers playing Janna or Soraka.
Just never Janna. Just never. Like you
Yeah.
have. I'm actually shocked that you only have a 51% win rate with Janna, and you have a 5 KDA. I'm I'm shocked. I don't know what you were doing in those games or if you were horribly unlucky, but
I am very unlucky. I will admit. I am very unlucky. I know it might not you might not believe in that, but I'm like the worst person of luck. I had 2 AFKs in a row
I've had
yesterday.
3 AFKs in my past 8 games.
Yeah, I had
So
two. I
it
had two of them in a
happens.
row.
You
But see, I'm
can't.
in Diamond Elo.
I'm also in Diamond Deal.
Are you?
Yes. What the fuck, dude?
Oh, on
I literally just
on
I
LAN.
just scratched my diamond promos because in one of the games I had an AFK.
But see,
I
I went up to
don't even.
D3. I was in
Yeah.
D3 promos at one point and dropped all the way back down
Okay. How often do you play?
every day, at least 8 hours plus every day
Um.
till my job and college starts.
So
Then I'll still probably play every day, but not 8 hours.
I just find it difficult to believe that if you're playing every day, you're obviously not learning.
Hmm.
Like I might say a lot of things that you won't like to hear, but if you're
Nah.
if you're playing every day, you're not learning. Have you
Okay.
how much oh my god. How much do you study League?
Like for school or for league?
League. Like,
I'd say a lot.
38% when you're over
I
40.
mean, it just depends on what you consider studying.
Do you watch a lot of like YouTube videos? Do you watch other supports play?
Yeah.
Do you watch Ole?
Hmm.
Okay, I'm putting Ole in this video just to make sure you keep watching him, because Ole is a support that knows how to win games. Ole is a perfect example of a person who roams even more often than people would ever expect. Because if you want to win games, you have to roam, and you have to take control of the map. Because if you are able to put enough pressure in multiple parts of the map so that the enemy is not able to respond, then you are going to have a better chance at winning that game. And like it's you're diamond elo. So I'm not gonna say, oh, stop meaning support. I'm not gonna say that. But if you're going to want to have more control and win more games, you need to start learning and you need to start having pressure on the map. Because I don't see that in your play. I mean, how often are you losing lane a lot?
Not really. I mean,
Recently?
recently, yeah.
Recently. Why?
Like recently, I get 4-manned within the first 4 minutes, and then look, all my losses recently have like the least amount of deaths on my team, except for like 3 or 4 games of the past 10 that I've lost.
Yeah, this is
I have
disgusting.
medium to low death counts. Like,
I mean,
I can't get control on the map when people are just feeding elsewhere. Like when I try to leave lane and then I walk into an enemy laner that's 3-0 by 5 minutes into the game.
how do I close this? What the fuck? OPGG.
Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. I mean, there's one game where I have a perfect game. I don't die and I have almost 50% kill participation. Then there's other games, 62%, and I still lose. That was one of the AFK games. Con and the Thresh game. Those are the two AFKs. My F1 just left the game in the middle.
I can tell
5,
you.
1, and 9, and I lost.
Alright, so let's figure out a tactic. You're gonna stop playing a lot of different champions, okay? And this is going. I'm putting this on YouTube, so you're gonna see this, and I'm gonna scratch it out. Like you can watch it over, you can figure out. But this is all about this. I'm just looking at your PGT right now. Janna's gonna disappear completely.
Okay. I
Bards
usually never play her.
Bard is gonna disappear completely because I can't accept that. You have 48 games and you have less than a 40% win rate. I can't accept that. So you can't play Bard. If you're gonna play Lulu, it's because it's like an absolute must pick.
Team comp, yeah.
Like it's a 45% win rate, so it's not
That's why
the
it's
worst.
sub 50.
Your KDA is fine. It's just keep it low. Taric, you can play Taric. I'm fine with you playing Taric. But if you play Taric, you have to understand that you're not gonna win the early game. And if you want to win the early game, then you have to take Ignite, and you have to really understand your matchup, because Taric doesn't do anything in laning phase generally. You're not gonna play Sona. You're not allowed to play Sona. You're not allowed to play Nami ever again.
That is so unlucky. That is the unluckiest champion I play in this game. Is Nami.
You're never allowed to play Nami again.
Like it is the most unluckiest thing ever. Like my KDA isn't even bad, so you can tell I don't feed.
The Malzahar games confuse me because you're not playing Malzahar support anymore, right? Or Or was that from a while ago?
That was from a while ago. That was like start of the season.
Okay. I mean, Malzahar support's like still a thing. You can still use it. It's just like not as good just because of the meta change. Um, it's gonna depend on a lot of stuff. You can
My win
use
rates make me so sad,
you
dude.
can use Zyra, but I'd prefer that you'd understand your matchup before you use Zyra. Don't use Karma. You can use Blitzcrank. You're 4 and 6 with Blitzcrank. You can use Blitzcrank because he's a good roaming support. The rest of these things don't matter. Anything else? Alistar's support's really strong. I would suggest playing more Alistar. So we're at I like Alistar, and you can play him. I like Blitzcrank, and you can play him, because you can. These are two champions that you can roam, tower dive. You can force all the early game plays. Zyra, because Zyra wins lane, and that's gonna be on you to win the lane. Um, Braum, because you can roam with Braum. He's got decent skirmish pressure. His laning phase isn't horrible, and he's honestly the most broken support in the game right now. Outside of laning phase.
Mm-hmm.
You can play Taric. You can play Lulu situationally, and you're gonna stick with your Rakan and Thresh because your KDA is fine, and you have solid win rates over very large quantities of games. Like, if you had played only Thresh and only Thresh, and you did not play any of these other games, where like you have all these like negative win rates and shit, you'd probably be master. Like that's a lot of games. That's a lot of games. I mean, the Rakan's even okay too. Like you can add Rakan in there. Like it's 56% over 100 games. That tells me that you are winning a decent amount of them. It's not what you want. What you want is that big 60% win rate. But you don't need that. You don't need that to go up in elo. So jump in a solo queue game.
Alright. Jumping into a solo queue game.
And
a solo quay.
And play Thresh.
Play Thresh. Alright.
Do you have a duo queue partner?
No.
You should find one.
It's really hard. Really hard. I do it with some people every now and then, but they don't play like as much as I do. They'll get on and play 2 or 3 games and then leave. And I'm like, from the time I wake up for like the next 12 hours, I'm constantly always on League. Unless I get really aggravated, then I just go play something else.
That's really shocking to me.
What, that I'm still D5?
Yeah.
It's because I'm bad, I guess. I don't know.
Because you're not learning. There's something.
You're
obviously making mistakes, and they're keeping you from winning. Or if you're not making mistakes, then you're not doing anything. How's those D5 queue times? You're in champ select already. Okay.
Yeah. Because, support gets insta-pop.
That's true.
Like,
so
a week ago, on the 23rd, or 2 weeks ago, on the 23rd of July, I was D470 LP. I failed Diamond 3 promos that week. And now I'm back down to about to get demoted.
Alright. It won't always be easy. Oh, I can see where you did that. And I can see a lot of one Rakan games.
I think I might have been duoing then too.
OPGG won't tell me.
Yeah, I was.
If you do it with an ADC, your chances of winning the game are much higher. Assuming that you use voice chat.
Yeah, we do. I don't really like it because it breaks my focus, but like if I focus more on the game instead of like voice chat, I can do 20 times better in like hard carry.
Alright.
Like I can use voice comms, I can sit here and talk to you the whole time, but like if I try to do a stream of consciousness or something, I lose focus.
Interesting. How old are you?
Just turned 18 3 days ago.
So, you finished high school, right?
Yeah, I start college in like 3 weeks.
Where are you going?
Community college.
Okay. And you said you have a job too then?
Poor life. Yeah, I started that in 9 days.
Where at?
Hospital. I can pick when I work.
Doing what?
I'm a sitter, is what they call it. I sit and talk with dementia patients for a shift. That's literally all I do is sit and talk to people.
Sounds.
I get paid $10 an hour.
Really interesting.
Literally all I do is sit with dementia patients.
The conversations that I would have with some people who have, never mind. That would be actually really interesting. It would be a quite interesting experience.
That's a thing.
All right.
The good thing about it is I go to college for 4 days a week.
So let's talk about the game that you're in.
All right, I'm against Jin Jana.
Yeah, you're Tristana Thresh versus Jin Jana, which means you've good level 1, you've good level 2, you've great level 3 if you have the level 3 advantage while they're still level 2. Like amazing level 3. And you have to play really aggressive in this lane. Did you take Ignite?
Yeah.
Good.
Of course. I almost always take Ignite unless there's like multiple assassins.
Do you take Ancient Coin?
Because one assassin? No, I took Relic.
Really? You know, yeah. Ancient Coin's better now.
Yeah, but I tend to go Locket, and I figure since we have a Malzahar.
Interesting.
Really looking how to itemize. I understand it gives more gold, but
yeah, I mean, like, this isn't a perfect game.
Locket,
it's not It's not a perfect game because anything and fuck, LCS struggles to have perfect games. Like, in League of Legends, I wish was played correctly all the time, but what you need to focus on in solo queue is yourself. It's fine if you take Targons. It's not going to hurt you.
But since you're focusing more on yourself, it would probably be better to take coin, because then you have more gold to do stuff with.
More gold, faster sightstone, faster mobility boots. I'm assuming that you buy mobility boots on Thresh.
Yeah.
Because you need to be an asshole.
Unless it's like a full AD comp, then I still take them, but I sell them later on for.
It's if you
Tabby.
If you look mobility boots on any aggressive support, is just really good because you're able to roam to the other lanes really quickly. It's a lot of movement speed for really cheap. Everybody's starting to get honor level 3. Egg Roll Pimp 69. That is an interesting name. The fuck?
Oh, she didn't use her auto. Come on.
My pen broke for a second. It was weird. Oh man.
Oh wait, I can't go aggro. Trist is just hitting minions the whole time. I do eat a lot of free autos in the early game.
You shouldn't.
I know. But they do the zigzag, and I cancel autos.
Okay. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna comment on the mistakes that you make. I'm gonna draw on them. This is being recorded. You're gonna be able to see everything afterwards.
See, why would you want to go? Oh, so confusing. Oh,
What are
I'm
you gonna?
dead.
Oh, you can't die.
I know, but did I do a gank? Should
Was
have.
did you not have vision?
I saw him too late, and Trish just jumped away.
Understandable.
And I mistimed the flay on the Jax jump.
The fucking spectate client's so broken, dude.
Yeah. Well, no, Jin has a kill, and we're
Yeah,
behind.
you canceled autos there. If you're gonna move forward, you have to do damage.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be doing damage on the Jin, you do damage on the Janna. Because you need to get damage on the person who's actually gonna take damage. Fuck the Janna shield. You don't want them getting priority out of the Janna shield. Like, the Janna shield is worth gold. If they can't get the gold for it, then they can't do anything. You get a good hook, good engage, Tristana follows up, you drop the ignite. I don't know what that flash in was because you shouldn't. You knew you didn't have enough damage. I know you knew you didn't have enough.
It was one more auto from Trist. He was
Yep.
on like what, 20 health, 20, 30 health, and she just didn't
Yeah,
walk
but
forward.
she was
Like,
walking
she was in
away.
range.
She was walking away. She was not prepared to commit. Do you know why?
No.
Jin had flash. So if
Okay.
you tower dive and Jin flashes
like,
away.
I flash, he flash. That's just a flash for flash on my part.
Yeah, but if you're diving the turret and you die, and it's flash for flash, you still lose. You're talking about a high risk situation. Like, I'm gonna burn it down. I'm gonna burn it down. It's gonna go in a fucking T chart because I'm gonna make it simple.
Okay.
Pros, cons. Pros, chance of getting a kill. Because there is a chance that Jin won't flash in time. I just wrote that on the cons. That. Alright. I'm doing this great. Chance of kill. You also have extra pressure. If Jin burns flash, he's forced to back. And that's about it. Because if he's forced to back, then you get extra gold, you get extra experience, he misses out. Cons. Chance of dying. That's a big one. And First Blood's not on the table, so that's fine. Tristana has to agree with you. Because if the play is going to happen, Tristana has to agree with you. And if you saw her pathing back before you flashed in, then you shouldn't be flashing in.
Don't go for the play then.
Because you know that she's not ready. You know that she's not committed. Because if another person is required for you to do something, then they may not always do what you want. That's the thing that haunts me the most about playing solo queue. People can sometimes know what they're doing, but a lot of the time they will not.
They don't.
And just because you have an idea does not mean they also have the same idea. As for this, I mean, if you die, Jin gets gold. Trist loses pressure. And any gold that Jin gets accelerates the laning phase. Because right now what I'm talking about, this is at 3 minutes, is that you win the lane right now. And it's really hard to win the lane after Jin's gonna get gold. Because once Gianna starts leveling up her E and Jin has like one BF sword or serrated Dirk or whatever he's buying in this game.
I'm just so nasty, dude. I'm just so nasty.
XD.
I just got Trista double again.
XD.
I stole the first one to get Mobies.
Nice.
Because that's what Ollie does. Takes kills in the early game to get that.
He gets Mobies and he gets Sightstone. He wards the
Yeah.
entire enemy jungle and he gets Sightstone. And Moby Boots and he roams.
Just let him catch the wave.
On my last note, if Jin accelerates the laning phase, then you lose pressure and you can no longer duel them. And then
until he makes a mistake.
Until he makes a big mistake.
Which he did twice later in the game.
But
like just now, I hooked him under turret, and he drew aggro. He was shoving the wave in, and the bouncing grenade hit me, and then I hooked him into the turret aggro, and we killed him and Janna.
But you don't want there to be any risk of that not happening, do you? So you don't want to give him gold.
That's true.
You're gonna you'll see my T-chart.
If the mistake never happened in the first place, then I wouldn't have had to to have him make that mistake.
You'll see it on the T-chart. I made a T-chart, and it clearly shows the pros and cons.
All right. And this guy's camping bot so hard.
All right. You have vision. You don't have vision in the river here, but you do see Evelyn is here, but she's being chased. That's not your jungler. You don't see their jungler. Pushing in really hard. Tristana really shouldn't be pushing so hard here. She should be denying Jin CS. And this is something that you can start to talk about when you do find a duo, just because finding a duo as a support, it'll do you wonders. It'll do you wonders for winning games.
I knew they were on Dragon.
Like, you can both be bad, but as long as you're doing the same thing, maybe you won't be as bad as two solo queue players.
Wow. I miss a hook and Janna flashes mastery.
How much gold do you have? You're holding 400 gold. You don't have enough to buy anything, so backing here is not. Missed the flay. That could have been prevented. Yeah, you saw him too late. I see what you mean now. Because Tristana started moving back, but you didn't.
Yeah. And I thought that was just because Jin was pushing up, but
you had barely enough gold
remember.
for your Targon. No, you didn't buy the following Targon's item. You bought boots, control ward, pots. That's actually better. It's better that you have some sustain in lane because you're gonna want to force fights. Because as long as you can force fights, you can force getting gold. Jin gets a BF sword and Tristana just gets a call, so that's a big issue.
Until they.
You can still duel, but only if you hook Jin. Or if you get a lot of free damage. And free damage is fine. All the time when you can get it. You should really be looking for a gank mid lane. Like when, okay, so right here, I'm gonna talk about this pathing. So like Tristana passed bot, and Jin pushes in the wave, but he only pushes in the wave so much so that Tristana's farming in a fairly safe position, and the lane is going to end up pushing really hard. So after the next wave, Tristana's probably going to end up pushing it really hard so that it pushes into the enemy turret. And what you can do is, instead of soaking up this experience, you can actually feed it to Tristana. She's going to hit level 6 really fast. It's not going to be as important for you to hit level 6. And you can roam mid lane and you can roam around Malzahar. Because if you notice on the bottom side of mid lane, Anivia actually has a pink ward. And you can abuse that to try and get an edge on Malzahar. And getting Anivia more fed will give you more help around the map. And maybe if you were to move towards a mid lane at this point, Evelyn would move with you, and you'd have a 3-man unit.
So I just did that. I just roamed mid, and Tristana died pushed out alone. Like we shoved the wave.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Okay.
Don't even think about it. Like that's not you.
Alright. I don't. I should have pinged her off of that. That was stupid.
Yeah, you can ping your teammates, but that doesn't mean it'll get you anywhere.
I know. I was talking about that right there. Evelyn wanted to gank Janna Jin. Jin had red buff from Trist. And then she just died. Like it was just super random.
Yeah. That's alright.
And then she blames me because I couldn't hook.
Do you need to mute her?
Probably.
Cause I can hear it in your voice. You're having a problem. This is all like disgusting. Everything that I'm watching right now is disgusting. Jax is dead. No, he's not. Janna just flash shielded him. Let me go back and look at this. Alright, Evelyn comes bot lane. Jax is standing in a ward. I don't think you win this fight. Evelyn gets the jump on Jax. Jax jumps onto Tristana. Tristana jumps away. You hook in. You miss because you were aiming at a pocket. That was just a bad hook. You gotta play more efficiently if you want to do anything about that.
Yeah, I did it late also. I gotta get my camera moving too. Because when I'm on red side and I'm hooking down towards my ability bar, it gets in the way. Oh, Jack's flash. Come to me if you want to live! And then I get bounced 5 miles away.
Good hook. Now Tristana's fed.
Yeah, but she dies twice alone.
Don't worry about it. That's not you.
I know, but that's the lead that I helped give her.
Yeah, but that's not you.
Like that.
That's not you.
Focus on yourself. That's right.
for a roam right now. You head into the jungle. Get vision over here. Get vision over there.
Jax is top. You're talking about when I ward red jungle? It's because Jax is top.
Yeah.
I saw him walk there.
Well, you didn't ward red jungle, but Jax is top where I'm looking.
Oh, okay.
This Anivia is shitting on everybody. Nice. Jhin makes mistake. Pull him in a tower. Take him down. All you have to do is wait for your enemy to make mistakes and capitalize. Capitalize on mistakes. Force, force, force. And you can do whatever you want. Thresh is a very strong champion. You look for a roam now. You place a pink ward on your bush. That's fine. Clear vision. Obtain vision. You're backing. What are you backing for? You have 600 gold. What are you backing for? Are you upgrading Relic Shield? No, you get Sightstone. That's fine. I mean, now you have the items that you need. You're at your first, I don't know what to call it, like useful spike, where you're now useful, very useful. But I feel like
the jungle.
you miss a lot of opportunities to roam. I see you roaming now.
A lot of time I look mid lane and like Anivia's Oom.
I mean, Anivia's like 4-1 right now. She's still like half health
Yeah, but we're losing
Malzahar with one
towers.
combo. Yeah, but like, if you look mid lane and it's not the right time to roam, then when is the right time to roam?
What does that even mean? If it's not the right time.
It means you're looking at the wrong time.
Oh. Yeah.
I pointed out earlier, in this review, a good time to gank mid lane. I've pointed out it a couple times actually, where you could think about it even, rather than do it. But it just needs to happen. And even showing up in mid lane is pressure. It's mental pressure. It's exerting pressure on Malzahar, making him more afraid, and relieving pressure off of Anivia. And relieving pressure off of this Anivia would be really nice, because she's winning right now. She's got a lot of fucking gold. Like, if you want to make her feel good, if you want her to win this game, you need to support her too.
Mm-hmm. Have you taken a look at top lane yet?
I know it's a joke.
At all?
I know it's a joke. I don't really see a reason for you to go top lane.
I'm not. But he just, pushed us to the end hit.
Oh, I don't see that. I'm at 12 minutes right now.
I'm 21 minutes into the game.
Well, I've paused a lot.
Yeah.
This won't be every game, but you could have certainly done a lot more, and I can tell you that for a fact.
Oh, well.
Like, I don't want you to feel shitty about yourself. I want you to feel like you want to improve, and I want you to do it. Because if you told me you want to play professionally. Is that not true?
Yeah, that's true.
Then you
I spend the amount of time to do it.
Time isn't the only thing that you need to spend. You need to spend energy. Lots of mental energy. Because if you're going to win a lot, you need to play perfectly. And if you're gonna be professional, you need to be so on point that people want you.
Why is an idiot? Oh, Jax.
I'm not really sure if the current state of the game for you, if it's like already a lost game, but
It is. It is. We're getting pushed in with Baron right now, 22 minutes. They took a free Baron because they chased bottom lane instead of going to Baron. I even pinged him back. So, and here they go to end the game.
so you made a first successful roam to mid lane at 14 minutes.
It's because I was looking at the wrong times. He said.
So it's just appalling to me that, like, if you roam mid lane earlier, you get more pressure in mid lane. You could have gotten first blood tower in mid lane. If you stomped bottom lane and actually pushed in the tower when you did stomp, because you killed them both twice, you could have gotten first blood tower there too, because you have Tristana. Tristana's so great at pushing towers. But you had so much pressure in these two lanes, or well, you didn't. You had a lot of pressure, but you could have had so much pressure, so much more pressure in those two lanes. Like, I don't give a fuck if Tryndamere is like.
What about Jax?
4-2. Jax is just another
unit. What
unit.
about Jax being bot side jungle all the time? Because he ganks bot like what, 4 times, 3-4 times, and then he just goes mid, and he's always in the drag river.
You're talking about a specific playstyle, and you avoided the ganks. Well, mostly. He killed you, what, twice?
Yeah, once was because he. But I think we killed it the second time.
But and you did proceed to kill the bot lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can push in. So there isn't an excuse.
Yeah. I don't know. I just mean like roaming. Like if I roam and he catches me alone in the river or something.
That's all dependent on your pathing.
Oh, okay.
If you feel the need to path safely, then just path safely.
Jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have Moby boots, it won't make too much of a difference. You're gonna have enough movement speed so that it won't be a problem. You can still do the job that you need to do. And you can use your Sightstone to get vision in the jungle. Like, you can get a lot of aggressive vision. Because with Moby boots, you do have a little bit more freedom to back more. And normally you might not have an ADC that played weirdly aggressive by herself.
Stuff it happens every game for me, man.
There's
Stuff like that.
There's a way to win. You just haven't done it.
Even if they do that?
Yes. I'm not saying you can win every game. I'm saying you can win most of them.
Mm-hmm. I understand that.
Alright. Is there anything more to see in this game? Because right now you're at a 5,000 gold discrepancy.
From what? Just towers?
Yeah. Towers.
Top lane.
CS.
Who's ahead in CS?
Every lane on the enemy team is ahead in CS. It's obviously your fault.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yep. Obviously my fault.
It's weird. It's just 1, 2. Oh no, it's 2 towers, first blood tower, and CS. No, that makes sense. It adds up correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And an extra 100 gold for first blood. Alright, I'm gonna watch this game end. Because I'm really curious. Because it.
They all chase bot lane as I'm pinging them back because I'm going to get Baron vision.
No,
Just
just like.
they didn't need to chase halfway down the lane, and then
Malzahar just ulted Egg Nivea.
yeah, to get the damage down.
Yeah, but there was a Jax. What the fuck?
And then Jax chases me into the jungle, and I get caught there.
It's so cold outside. Please. It looks like you just got taken over. You can tell, like, I don't recommend, like, taping to your team a lot, but, like, there are key words that you can say, like, hey, let's try to group, and you can say it, like, you can try to say it nicely. People will respond to nicely, like, being nicely written things a lot more positively than not, and that's what you're gonna need to do. Holy shit, that Tristana. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, nah, this game's over. Lost a bunch of free objectives, even when they didn't seem to be. They shouldn't have been free. Everybody just should have been prepared, or Anivia mismanaged her lane, was in lane with like fucking 200 health. Nobody went mid lane to stop the mid lane push, then the bot lane push happened. It was. It was obviously, hey, if we group at all, like we have a better chance than not. And even like as units, like if somebody like is just soaking up minions in a side lane, then that's fine. But like the other 3 or 4 people need to group up because like to Tristana and Nivea, they were fed at one point. Like they could have taken over the game. You just need to help them do that because they're not smart enough to do it by themselves. And if you're gonna main support, then you have to fucking hand it to them on a silver spoon.
I guess I handed them to him like a bronze spoon this game.
Oh, yeah. Anyway,
I guess I handed their lead to him on a bronze spoon instead of a silver spoon.
yeah. All right. I'm done for now. We'll talk again in a week.
In a week. Alright.
Yeah, you're gonna play for a week, and then we'll talk
Yeah.
again.
Alright.
I'm gonna post this on YouTube. I'm gonna send you
Okay.
the link.